Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of the OVW Wrestling Podcast. This is the television show that we're going to be reviewing. Ain't that right, Tommy?
That's right.
And just for everybody to know here, we do have some stuff going on as far as what we're going to be doing here for the OVW podcast. We're going to be starting in July 10th of 1999. Now, there's a reason for that. That's where it kind of starts for us, and it was a pivotal move in OVW history because I'll be honest with you, up to this point, OVW was kind of not great. Let's just say that.
Yeah, not good.
Because me and Tommy actually have some of the early OVW DVDs from like January and February of 1999, and they just weren't that good. Let's just be honest here. And they were only 30-minute shows as well. So
yeah.
Tommy, let's go ahead and get started with the first episode of the OVW Television Wrestling Podcast. Tommy, it is July 10th of 1999. We have the great intro that you enjoy.
White Wedding.
White Wedding by, was it Billy Idol, I believe?
Yep, Billy Idol.
And goes through some of the Louisville Garden shows that they've had. You know, you see like Rick Rogers, Jason Lee.
You'll see an old geezer holding his Coke cup and smoking a cigarette. And then you see a girl wave. Then you see a girl wave and flops her hair over.
Yeah.
And then don't forget the old bald buddy. You suck.
You suck.
So you see fat ass David C.
Fat ass David C. Yeah. You see some of the OVW greats like Nick Dinsmore, Rob Conway, and the Damage in the intro as well. Tommy, let's go ahead and get started with the first thing that we see is Dean Hill is in the ring.
That's right.
Dean Hill is the announcer for OVW at this time,
and he was also an announcer in the USWA.
Yeah, for some people that watched USWA, he was also the announcer on there for too. Mostly in kind of the Louisville shows more than anything. He did do a few other ones in like Evansville and things of that nature, but he mainly did a lot of the announcing for USWA in like Louisville and stuff.
Yeah.
And Dean Hill is going to be a staple here on the OVW Television Podcast for sure.
Oh yeah, I like Dean Hill.
Dean Hill's great. We actually met Dean Hill a few times. He's a very nice guy. Tommy, he kind of runs down the card, but we're not going to run down the card on here.
Well, we're not going to run down the card here.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about everything that happens here, Tommy. But he's going to be introducing Jim Cornette.
Yep, and here comes Jim Cornette. The fan blows his jacket, and Dean Hill goes, "Well, let me let you buckle up here, Jim."
Yeah, let me have you buckle up there, Jim. Tommy, Cornette has come back in Connecticut with the WWE. And not only that, but Tommy, he is the new matchmaker for Ohio Valley Wrestling. Where it's going to be, he's had this relationship Danny Davis, and Danny Davis has had a lot of stuff go on where he's kind of just running the show as, by himself. And Cornette's there to kind of relieve some of the matchmaking duty for OVW. And Tommy, not only that, he is there too. And in Jim Cornette's words, these are the superstars that you may see in the WWF one day. You may see another Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Well, we never will, which we never will.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we never did. But he said that
that's WWE's fault.
That is WWE's fault. Tommy, they are having a working relationship with the WWF.
With the World Wrestling Federation.
The World Wrestling Federation. One moment. And Tommy, not only that, but we got a big show coming up July 20th at the Louisville Gardens.
Oh, yeah, Louisville Gardens.
Louisville Gardens. And
we won't be able to review that show, by the way.
Yeah, we will not be able to review that show because they did not have cameras for some of those Louisville shows, to be honest with you. Yeah. A lot of the television is going to be centered around some of the big shows that come in the Garden and things of that nature. But Tommy announces that there's going to be a big WWF match at the Louisville Gardens.
Can I go ahead and do it?
Go ahead.
It's for the WWF Hardcore Championship when WWF Superstar and WWF Hardcore Champion Al Snow defends the WWF Hardcore Championship right there in the Louisville Gardens against Droz.
Now, let's just be honest.
I know some people are like, who gives a fuck about that?
Yeah, who gives a fuck about this? Like, at this time, WWF was kind of stingy with their talent. They wouldn't be just sitting there. Like, not only that, but granted, if Al Snow does or does not win, regain his Hardcore Championship, it's still a WWF Championship being defended at an OVW fucking Louisville Garden show. That's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah, it is.
Not only that, Tommy, but Cornette wants Kenny Bolin to waddle his big fat ass in the ring.
Oh, Kenny Bolin. Great wrestling manager, by the way.
Great wrestling manager. And
great
pretty much
also.
Yeah, Tommy, from the last time that Kenny Bolin and that Jim Cornette was at the show, which was in I believe 98, November of 98. Some of Kenny Bolin's cronies beat down Cornette while he was there.
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, you know what? I'm your boss now. What happened? You're fired." And he fires Kenny Bolin. And Kenny Bolin says, "You ain't gonna fire me." And he starts taking off the jacket.
He takes off the brown jacket.
Takes off the brown jacket. And he goes, "Well, I thought you would go that way about it." So Trailer Park Trash gets in the ring. Flash Flanagan and
our boy, the American Eagle.
The American Eagle. Get in the ring and get Bolin out of the fucking ring.
That's right.
Where we could actually start the damn show, right?
Yeah.
Pretty cool segment. Awesome to see Cornette come and have that working relationship with the WWF. And guys, we are going to see a lot of WWF superstars and future WWF superstars through these OVW years. So it's going to be pinnacle. We're going week by week here. So it's going to be pretty impressive. Tommy, Dean Hill interviews Rob Conway in the ring. Now, we should mention at St. Teresa's Gym, there was an OVW championship match with the Damager, who's the champion, going against Rob Conway. There was a big misunderstanding in the ring. They both took out referee Robert Briscoe and pretty much got the match thrown out, pretty much. And he says that he deserves another opportunity against the Damager. And Tommy, who comes out but Mr. Wrestling Nick Dinsmore?
Who comes out? You want me to do it? Here he comes out, Mr. Wrestling Nick Dinsmore.
And he says, Conway is the reason that I didn't really have, that I lost my championship opportunity because of Rob Conway. and that he wants to have his opportunity back because he didn't get beat by the Damager. And then Tommy, here comes the Damager with Treasure. Nothing.
Can I tell you something
nothing.
right here, right now?
Go
Can
ahead.
I tell you something right here, right now, real quick? Treasure with the Damager, she was not needed.
And Tommy, tell us why she wasn't needed.
Why? Because Damager could talk, and she was useless.
She just stood there.
Yeah, she just stood there in her horrible leather dress. No wonder she was with the job team. We'll get to here later. Here later. My favorite tag team.
In the later time that we're going to be talking about. One of your favorite tag teams, Jay. The Damager said, let's don't get things twisted here. I beat you, Flex. Remember he talked about he said that. Flex. I beat you, Flex, and don't worry about it. I'll get to you, you overgrown Boy Scout, and that's what he said to Nick Dinsmore. And then Tommy Cornette says, "Well, we haven't come to pass in this." And Tommy, he makes for July 20th, the Louisville Garden Show. It's going to be a triple threat match for the OVW Championship. The champion, the Damager, takes on Nick Dinsmore as they take on Rob Conway. So, you looking forward to that match, Tommy?
Sure am.
Sure am. Tommy, next. Get her out of the ring. Tommy, we got our first match on the show. It's for the OVW Light Heavyweight Championship. When the champion from Evansville, Indiana, the self-proclaimed most handsome man in professional wrestling, Jason Lee, puts his OVW Light Heavyweight Championship on the line against the man from Gambling City, USA, the self-proclaimed baddest man in pro wrestling, Smooth Johnny Spade. What'd you think about this match, Tommy?
Trash, baby.
Smooth Johnny Spade.
It was a match.
Yeah.
That's what I consider. It was a good, decent TV match.
It was a decent TV match. Now, everybody, you got to realize OVW's television tapings were only an hour long. So, just to let you guys make sure that you guys do know that as well. Tommy, did you like the hot shot sell that Jason Lee did the hot shot on the rope and Spade?
Yeah.
He fell backwards.
Yeah, that was great.
And then Spade grabbed Jason Lee's head. I was trying to give him the Scorpion Death Drop, but he couldn't get it. And then Jason Lee just dropped anyway. Tommy,
he just dropped anyway.
Yeah, he just dropped anyway. Jason Lee hits a great sit out power bomb to Johnny Spade, and Cornette was on commentary. We should mention that it's actually Jim Cornette and Dean Hill on commentary. They talk about just go ahead and pin him, but Jason Lee climbs to the red light district and hits a big moonsault.
Yep.
He hits a 1, he hits a 2, and then he pulls Johnny Spade up. Which he had the match won. He had the match won.
Yeah.
hits him with the clothesline. Tommy Spade gets whipped to the rope. He comes back.
Yep.
A small package.
Small package on Jason Lee. 1, 2, 3. Your winner and new OVW Light Heavyweight Champion, Pretty Fly Johnny Spade.
Johnny Spade. And Dean Hill. Yeah. Dean Hill runs to the ring to interview Johnny Spade. Johnny Spade says that he done it for the fans. He done it for Dean Hill. And
Dean Hill's like, good job, Johnny.
Yeah, good job, Johnny. Sweep the leg, Johnny. So we get a new OVW Light Heavyweight Champion in Smooth Johnny Spade.
That's right.
And a decent match. You know,
it was a decent TV match
for television. Tommy, we get a commercial.
Yeah.
That is a live Monday Night Raw coming July 12th in 1999 that is already sold out.
Yep.
But they run the damn commercial anyway. Already sold out.
Freedom Hall.
At Freedom Hall, Louisville. You get to see Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, Triple H, and more. And then they show Minion for some fucking reason.
Well, who would give a fuck about seeing Minion? I'll be on the metal.
Metal and jacked. But it was nice to see that little commercial because I mean, you gotta realize like they like WWF, we should say, and WCW for that matter. They never really come to Kentucky, or they never really did come to Kentucky. They only came maybe once a year, maybe. Hell, for the longest time, WWE didn't come to us in Kentucky for the longest time.
Yeah.
Tommy, let's go ahead and get to the next match. From Las Vegas, Nevada, Todd Rave, who
looks like a fucking tanned up Danny Spivey.
A fat Danny Spivey too.
A fat Danny Spivey with a fucking white shirt with fucking fringes on, with a white jacket and fringes on it, and fucking horrible cloudy fucking green tights.
Those tights were horrible, by the way. He's going to be taking on Seymour, Indiana's Real Deal Rod Steele,
who passed away, by the way.
Yeah, he passed away. I believe in early 2000s. Unfortunately, and Rod Steele was a good performer.
He was.
Not only that, but Seymour, Indiana, is the birthplace of me. I was born in Seymour, Indiana, as well. Tommy, Rave just starts going on Steele, right off the bat. Didn't he got quite a bit of offense in, but soon enough,
even though Rave sucked.
Rave did suck, by the way. Todd Rave sucks. Steele whips him to the rope, and then Tommy, he gets him into the steel claw, which takes out Rave to the ground as he has the steel claw on him and beats him 1, 2, 3. So a pretty decisive win for the Real Deal Rod Steele.
I'm gonna say that was a squash match.
It was definitely a squash match. It was. Next, Tommy, we have footage from one of the last shows at St. Therese Gym, where Trailer Park Trash and Flash Flanagan, who are the OVW Southern Tag Team Champions, were going to take on Jebediah Black Hawk and Cousin Otter, who are technically Kentucky hillbillies, as
how fitting.
And Tommy, we should know.
Kentucky. Fuck it, put them in fucking overalls.
Yeah, it's Kentucky. Great, I always love Flash. Flash is one of my favorite wrestlers, especially during the OVW era, which he'll get a lot bigger in like hard as the years go on. But Tommy,
Flash
we
Flanagan,
see Cousin Otter.
Great.
He is fucking great. Tommy, we see Cousin Otter get onto the top rope, and he was supposed to splash, I think, Trailer Park Trash.
And he accidentally splashed Jebediah
Black Hawk, his own partner.
Yeah.
And they lose their opportunity for the Southern Tag Team Championships. Tommy, we get an interview with Dean Hill as he interviews Cousin Otter and Jebediah Blackhawk to see what happened. And Tommy, Cousin Otter said he's tired of being a fucking hillbilly.
Yeah, he's tired of being a fucking hillbilly. Come on. He goes, and my name is not Otter. My name is Jack Black.
Yeah.
And he goes, your favorite, and he goes, Jebediah, your fucking claim to fame, your favorite person growing up was Hillbilly Jim. And he wanted to dress up like hillbillies. And I was like, well, at least he didn't, here's how I felt. At least he didn't say it was Uncle Elmer.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, Hillbilly Jim was somewhat of a worker, right?
Yeah, at least he didn't say Uncle Elmer.
And pretty much Jebediah says that, he's sorry, but yeah, his favorite wrestler is Hillbilly Jim. And
my favorite is Dean Hill. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, Dean Hill goes, what's wrong with that? Cousin Otter, or Jack Black as he wants to be known here, says that he wants to take on Jebediah at the upcoming July 20th Louisville Garden show once and for all. Big match, Tommy, big match.
Yeah, Jebediah says, all right. So they're going to have a match at the Louisville Gardens July 20th.
July 20th, the Louisville Gardens, baby. Be there.
Be there to see Otter and Blackhawk.
Otter and Blackhawk. All right, Tommy. The next match that we have on the line here, Tommy, we have from Mother Russia, one of your favorite wrestlers.
Oh, yes.
Rasputin, as he takes on from the good old US of A, the 1999 Rookie of the Year, the American Eagle.
The American Eagle, baby.
One of me and Tommy's favorites from back in the OVW days.
That's right, American Eagle. Hey, and Rasputin sucks.
And Rasputin, a.k.a. later on he becomes Low
Rider.
Oh,
I can't wait till we get to later on. I can't wait. We'll let you know later on what his name will be here soon.
Yeah, but right now he has a Russian gimmick. He's from Mother Russia.
Mother Russia.
And
hey, I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Of course he's carrying the Russian flag, but he's not dressed like from Russia. Come on, he's got a singlet with skulls on it. How's that Russia?
Skullduggery.
Skull Putin.
Rasputin sucks. I'm sorry. He does. And to be honest with you, there's nothing that special about this match.
No.
The American Eagle wins from a springboard top rope Bulldog. Still fucked up. Because he didn't land it right.
1, 2, 3. That spells the in for old Raz.
Oh, Rasputin. Out of there.
Yeah, he's out of there. Him and his red skull tights.
his red skullduggery tights. Tommy, we see that there's this bummy looking dude walking around the Davis Arena here in Mechanic Street here in Louisville.
Yeah. Wearing the Steve Lombardi get up.
Yeah, we're wearing a damn wife beater and some dirty ass jeans. And Tommy, it is Chris Alexander.
Yep.
And Chris Alexander recently, once again, going back to one of the past Louisville Garden shows, Tommy, the American Eagle was voted the 1999 Rookie of the Year. Chris Alexander was pissed off about that because he wanted to be the OVW 1999 Rookie of the Year, as well as the American Eagle beat him for not only the award, but Alexander's car, as well as, what was it, $949.99 or some shit like that? Whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
It was. He stole money from old Buddy.
He stole money from the Alexander.
Yes, he did. Tommy, Chris Alexander wants another shot against the American Eagle.
Yeah, he goes, I ain't got anything, Eagle. I ain't got nothing, Eagle.
I ain't got nothing.
How about this? And then American Eagle goes, how about them golden locks, huh? So,
because if you guys don't know,
right, how about this, Eagle? How about you put your mask on the line, the car, the $900 that I could use, so I could get some power stick and fucking and the fucking award.
And the award.
And I'll put my hair on the line. And American Eagle goes, all right, I'll do it. So there's another match for July 20th. July
20th, it's going to be for the car, for the money, for the award, for the hair, for the mask. It's going to be the American Eagle versus Chris Alexander.
Yep.
Tommy, next match. We have from Panama City, Paramount, one of your favorites, Tommy.
Oh, Panama City, Panama, yeah. Oh, my boy, Danger Zone Wad Hurtado. And boy, I love how he said Danger Zone on his bedazzled white jacket.
While he's wearing the fucking white singlet with the stars on it.
Yeah, fucking moons and stars or whatever the fuck it is. As he teams with the hustler Rip Rogers.
From Seymour, Indiana.
Yeah, we know a lot about Rip Rogers.
Yes, we do.
Good guy.
They're going to be taking on the OVW Southern Tag Team Champions. Not for the belts. But from Indianapolis, Indiana, Flash Flanagan.
And from everywhere, because his house is mobile, Trailer Park Trash.
That's right. What'd you think about the match, Tommy?
I'm gonna be honest, it was just okay.
It was okay.
I didn't give a fuck about Wad, I can tell you that.
Wad Hurtado, who fucking sucks, by the way.
He always sucked. And what was him so dangerous about? Because I didn't see anything dangerous.
Getting into the danger zone. Tommy, we see that we literally see Rip Rogers grab Trailer Park Trash and run him into Juan Hurtado, his own partner.
Yep.
Knock Juan off the fucking ring.
Because he didn't need it.
Because he didn't need it.
But before that, actually, it was supposed to be Rob Conway teaming with
Rip
Rogers.
It was.
But Rip Rogers let Rob Conway down, so Rob Conway goes, guess what, motherfucker, I ain't teaming with you.
You better find another partner.
And he goes, in short notice, he goes, hey, Wad, you want to be my partner?
Did you call him Wad?
Well, that's his name, Wad, right?
Wad Hurtado. No, it's Juan.
Juan, Wad, whatever the fuck his name is, fuck him. He sucked. How about this? I'll just call him Potato. How you like that? Fuck him. He sucked.
Are we having flashbacks of Vladimir and Vladimir Kozlov?
Well, I don't give a fuck about Juan Hurtado, okay? Fuck him.
Fuck him. Tommy, Flash misses the whiplash.
Yes.
Because he tried to do it on he tried to do it on Rip Rogers, and Rip Rogers ducked out of the way. And Flash misses the whiplash, which is Buff Bagwell's blockbuster.
Blockbuster, yeah.
Yeah.
Which Flash done it better.
Flash done it better. Let's just say that. Rogers covers Flash and Tommy. Rip Rogers kind of single-handedly beats.
Yeah, he beat both OVW Southern Tag Team Champions from by himself. Oh, Juan Hurtado was just lucky to be there. And my favorite Rip Rogers, the time you see Juan.
Juan walks up.
You motherfucker, you didn't do a damn thing.
You did a damn thing. Rip Rogers walks up to the desk and talks to Jim.
He goes, I could take anybody. I took old Juan over here, then I could take anybody. I'll take one of these hillbillies out of the audience to be my tag team partner.
I could take them to gold and everything else that they could ever dream of. Next, Tommy, we get to the main event, or supposed to be the main event. We'll get into that in a second. Of the OVW July 10th, 1999 television show. We have the Damager.
With Treasure.
With Treasure. He cuts a promo saying that he's being pretty much discriminated against because he has to take on both Conway and Dinsmore. But don't worry, don't get it twisted. The Damage is going to take out both of them.
That's right.
At Louisville Gardens. And
then here comes the Damage's opponent from the mental hospital. Mental asylum, mental hospital, wherever the fuck it is. Here comes Cousin Crazy with a long sleeve shirt and blue jeans.
And a long beard.
And then here comes Ron Conway and goes, get your long sweatshirt ass out of the ring. And he goes, oh, you ain't getting out of the ring? Well, let me show you. Grabs him, knocks him out, throws him over the top. And he goes, it's going to be me. So Rob Conway wants some of the damage. Then here comes Nick Dinsmore out. And he goes, no, I want him. And all this. So Rob Conway and Nick Dinsmore getting a big smize. My favorite was when Nick Dinsmore punched Rob Conway, his glasses flew off.
And his glasses just go whoop.
And then you see Nick Dinsmore take the jacket off and he lays it on the apron. It was on the apron. Here comes this fucking woman fan, grab the jacket and bring it to the front row with her and gives it to this old hag. Did you see that?
I didn't see that.
And then fucking Treasure goes, hey, you're going to have to give me that bedazzled jacket back, dumbass.
You can't take Nicky Dinsmore's jacket now.
Yeah, you can't take Nick Dinsmore's jacket. You can take the Eugene jacket though, but you can't take the Nick Dinsmore jacket.
Tommy, instead, Treasure and the Damager
sit out here, sitting, and so I guess the main event now is going to be Rob Conway versus Nick Dinsmore.
But I will say this: they only had a few more minutes on air, so.
Oh yeah, they had to hurry here.
Yeah, they had to hurry here. They only had a few minutes left. Nick Dinsmore hits his patented German suplex on Conway, but Conway kicks out at 2, Tommy.
Yes.
And Nick Dinsmore eventually gets up, locks him in the sleeper.
Yes, and then we hear, hold on, and then we hear, why wedding?
Why wedding? Yeah.
And then here comes Rob Conway, and here comes Cam to interfere. So
he slides into the ring and hits Nick Dinsmore in the back with a steel chair, and then Rob Conway turns around and he blasts him in the head with the steel chair.
While White Wedding is playing.
Yeah, it's White Wedding is playing. And that is the end of the OVW television taping from July 10th of 1999. Overall, a pretty good show. To me, they fit a lot in there. We had, how many matches did we have here, Tom? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches, guys, in an hour show. Not only that, but also have some great promos there.
And highlights.
Some great highlights there. Pretty impressive, to be honest with you, because hell, fucking, wrestling now in 2023, you'll be lucky to get fucking 2 matches in an hour show, for crying out loud. But overall, really enjoyed this OVW television taping. Don't forget to, we're doing this every week, guys, every week. So make sure you guys come back for the next OVW television taping. We hope you enjoyed it. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it all over social media. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WrestlingRampage2. You can also follow me and Tommy on Instagram, as well as you can follow me and Tommy on Twitter as well, at Wrestle Rampage. And make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you guys in the next OVW television podcast.